Hello, hello. Welcome. Welcome. Welcome to my channel. My name is Emmie from Emmie Evolving. If this is your first time joining me, thank you for finding me. If this is not your first time, thank you for coming back. So I'm just going to get the cards ready. Since I've removed myself from the entire realm of like soul-based connections, romantic soul-based romantic connections with other people. I'm assuming this reading is going to be for you guys. I heard as I was preparing the link for this live stream, I heard now they're realizing. I'm assuming the one realizing is some sort of like either a very close connection with another individual, or it's like what people would consider, I don't know, twin flame stuff, I guess. Twin flame stuff. So let's get the cards ready. That's up to you guys if you want to partake in that. I don't know where my rubber band went. Let me just get these cards. One more shuffle. So right now I'm getting like all of these different messages of they're watching you. It's like, I don't know, it's almost like this repeating thing of my timing sucks. I keep fucking up. Well, okay. I don't know who this might be for you, but it's like almost like a sense of they regret not having reached out sooner. I don't know. They regret not having reached out sooner. Sometimes people take a little too long to reconcile their differences with the truth that they know for themselves. You know what I'm saying? So it's not that they lack courage, it's just that their perception of you is just this is what Michael's telling me. Their perception of you has placed you on such a high pedestal, and they've already fallen from your grace at one point. So now it's this feeling of like they don't know how to correct things. I don't know. They don't know how to fix things. I don't know what they need to fix, but they don't know what to do. Part of me wants to be mean and be like, well, is that your fucking problem? I won't say that. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, this is going to be intense, guys. This is going to be intense for you because you're the one that's aware. That's unfortunately how it tends to work. The one that's most aware is the one that has a tendency to hurt the most from misunderstanding, miscommunication, misalignment. Okay, and this is the final deck. They think this shit's a joke. You think it's a joke? Not you guys. The cards, they think it's a joke. Here we go. So the first card number 17, the playful red goddess. Life will be an adventure if you let it unfold from within. Kind of like a delicate flower unfolding. So I do get this sense that this is a part of, oh, good God. Forgive me. This is the sense that I'm getting. So the coloring, the visual, the words, it gives me this sense of like this is a period of basically spiritual foreplay, like your soul, and I'm assuming their soul are getting ready for some, I don't know. Yeah. So, card number 13, free spirit. Allow yourself to really just anchor in your truth and move forward from whatever it is that's been burning you up. It's this feeling that you've been really pissed off about something, probably something to do with this individual, and it's kind of just been burning you up inside. Oh, there's a potentiality that this is them, that they have been really upset, either towards you or because of you. Their feelings about you have become harder and harder to ignore. I can't believe this reading turned into like some fucking shitty ass relationship thing. I like to steer clear of that. Card number 5, follow your own rhythm. So it's almost all. Are you lying to yourself? Are you lying to yourself about how you feel about this person? Follow your own rhythm. It's like the logic, the light aspect of you is trying to be logical, but there's this other part of you that just keeps turning towards the shadows. And it's in the shadows that the truth of how you actually feel about this person, that's where those feelings are hidden. So follow your own rhythm. You're going to fluctuate from looking, turning away, looking at them, turning away, looking at them, turning away. Card number 14, let love grow. Okay. Do you need to take a good hard look at how you have not been allowing love into your life? Because sometimes, I mean, I'm guilty of this too. Not just in a romantic sense, but in every sense of the word. I sometimes will just block love from coming forward. And again, this is not like a romantic sense for me. It's like I block my people's ability to connect with me, like friends. And I don't have too many friends. I don't. I very small amount of friends. I won't return phone calls. That's me. I won't answer text messages. And that's kind of just something that I do. And that doesn't allow love to grow. It's very difficult for people to. It's very difficult for people to overcome that type of like pushing away, blocking them from coming to you. And again, this is more than just a romantic thing, okay? This is something that you might be doing with your friends, with your family, with coworkers. It's just, you just don't know until you take a moment to pause and assess yourself. Card number 1, Sun Spirit. There is a vitality, a life force, an energy, a quickening that's translated through you into action. And because there's only one of you in all time, the expression is unique. Oh, this card is about the need to express who you are, the desire to bring on the outside what exists on the inside. Whew. It is a positivity that trumps any negativity. This card says all eyes are on you. They're watching you. They're watching you. All things that are truly meaningful are starting to happen now. This gives an emphatic yes to your reading. Oh, uh, they're watching you and they're trying to figure out a way to bridge the gap that was created. Bridge the gap, bitches. Bridge the gap. There's a gap that was created. They're trying to figure out a way to bridge that, to probably have communication with you. You may find yourself singled out, perhaps in a dramatic situation where you show your skills in some impromptu ways. What you're doing now is being noticed. This is a progressive energetic card, which foretells of prodigious things on the horizon. This card indicates that matters will be going your way, but leadership on your part will be necessary. So you're going to have to guide this through to wherever you need it to go. Um, it's it's a time to act and take your place in the sun, in the light. So does that mean you're needing to bring your emotions that were talked about in this card? Do you have to be honest with yourself? Um, maybe it's time to just be honest with yourself about what you really want. Um, here, I'll start. I would really, really love to find or have an old soul connection find me who's not trying to like be my man or my girl. I don't want romance involved, but I would love to be able to have this like really deep connection and learn together. Um oh, I'm lying. I already have that with my husband. We've lived several lives together. I'm lying. But yeah, card number 29, fifth house, creativity. Oh. It looks like they're getting creative in their this is someone else. This is not whoever you were originally thinking about. This is not them. There was someone really sick and deranged, like hardcore watching you. Hardcore watching you. This person thinks you have some sort of soul connection and belong together. I'm getting real triggered. They're very mentally, emotionally unstable. It's a really nasty feeling that I'm getting from this card. I wouldn't be surprised if they are watching everything you're doing, creating new accounts on social media just to continue stalking you. Very, very unstable. So there's this external force that's just trying to enter. And this is separate from whatever like soul person you're trying to connect with. Oh shit. Okay. Every child is an artist. The problem is staying an artist when you grow up. Be happy, give yourself the gift of happiness. Um we find our childlike imaginations through storytelling and fantasy. They are telling themselves a story about you that is just fictitious. Fictitious. They've created some sort of alternate timeline in their head about how you have had this love or something since way, way, way back. I don't know. For some reason, I'm even being shown the time of Jesus. This better not fucking be about me. I swear to God. I'm just saying. Y'all, I'm really not the one to fuck with. Okay. So storylines are being told. It's almost like they have a split in like their personality. Look at this. They wear two different masks. They're wearing two different masks, and look at the tube down here. Like what the I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying this is stressing me out. Card number 7, pause in your journey. You have to pause, okay? You have to allow happiness to drink of your own essence. That's deep. Allow happiness to drink of your own essence because if you do that, you'll understand you're the very fuel that keeps your happiness going. Okay. It's not someone else. You're not waiting for someone else to make you happy, to make you fulfilled, to fill that gaping hole in your chest. You have two arms, two legs, you're equipped with hands, thumbs. Fill that shit yourself. Fill it up. Fill it up. Allow yourself to fuel your happiness so that it doesn't have to just be in small moments every here and there. You could live a truly happy life, like consistently happy. Um, and not just pretending to be happy because it's spiritual to be happy. Like I'm happy in my life. Like even if I'm just sitting around, I'm satisfied and happy in my life. Even when we're doing crazy stuff outside, even when I have to keep traveling, I'm just happy. I love my life. I love all the little complications, all the inconvenient things that happen in my life. I mean, in fact, you know, um, I'm not gonna say that. 8, be the hunter, not the hunted. Excuse me. Sorry. I don't have cute sneezes or coughs. All my stuff is very manly. Card number 8, be the hunter, not the hunted. Allow yourself to receive. Thank you. Allow yourself to let some of that natural aggression rise up. You don't always have to be docile and perfectly cultivated Stepford soul. Okay. Sometimes what people need is for you to show them, I will fight for myself and you won't like how I react. So you better knock it the fuck off. Okay. But be careful because now I'm kind of getting some people like that shit. Like, I'm not trying to be cute or sexy. If I tell you to leave me alone, I'm not playing hard to get. There will be very real consequences, very real ramifications. If I had to file a restraining order or whatever it is, there are real complications for your life if you continue to try and complicate mine. So, and not, you don't always have to get that way, but like, this card alone is like, you might want to start considering that shit. You might want to start considering that shit because there is someone crazy as fuck. Crazy. Just the feeling alone from this card. Nope. I'm not even entertaining that shit. Card number 7, Celestial Teacher. So you're learning 2 types of lessons, okay? You're learning a lesson in the higher aspects of consciousness and a lesson at the same time based here in this world. Oh. Oh my god. I fucking hate lessons. I'm just saying. So, I was just, I guess I'm being made an example of. Um for any of you who are wondering why this like crazy ass thing of like people constantly are thinking I'm like their twin keeps popping up in my personal life, it's because that aspect of my journey is very much ignored, very much like partitioned and pushed to the side. um so that's your soul trying to bring your attention to something, trying to bring your attention to the very thing that you keep ignoring. Um, I mean, all I gotta say to that is bring me someone that's not fucking crazy. You know, I'm willing to learn and do group projects. I'm just saying, but we can't have the crazy shit around because I don't play nice with that. So, card number 2, Green Tara, the Bodhisattva of compassion in action. Compassion with action yields results. Compassion with action yields results. I'm not a bodhisattva, though. Bodhisattva. What do you want, Green Tara? Let's see. There's a message in that I'm probably not getting. Green Tara glows with the energy of new spring grass, potent with the awakening and growth of that season. She is exquisitely beautiful, smiling sweetly, radiant, and yet ethereal and translucent because she is no ordinary being. She is a bodhisattva, one who has dedicated herself to helping others. She appears to us as a young woman at the time of life when anything feels possible and there's so much to do to make it so. you don't have to be a young woman to make things possible. You just have to have the same wonder and awe that someone who has not yet had the opportunity to experience life has when they view the potentialities of life. This is about a young mindset, okay? This is about a young mindset and a time for you to let go of this concept of, oh, I'm so old. Oh, I can't handle that. Oh, this and oh, that. And all these reasons, all these O's that help to support your lack of belief in yourself. I have never felt younger and um, more ready to embrace my life than after I crossed that 40-year mark. Because when I was in my 20s, I was so hell bent on making sure that everything appeared just perfect, that, the aesthetics of my life are things that would make other people value my life, value my existence. No one's going to value your existence until you learn to value it yourself. And you will, for some of you are having this thought of, oh, but other people value my existence already. Do they? Do they value your existence? Or can they benefit from association with you? And that's why they're valuing your existence. Be honest with yourself on that one. Card number 2, transform the way you see. It's time to see things differently. Okay. It's time to see things differently. Take the blinders off. That's awesome. I love that you guys are in your 50s. Like, no joke. No joke. I love that. I'm in my 40s and I feel like I'm in my teens. Yeah, even as a teenager, I never snuck out. I was never irresponsible. And this is not about being irresponsible. This is about dropping your fear of how other people will perceive you so you can be fully present in your life. Like, be fully present in your life. All up until maybe just a few years ago, I would have never let anyone see me hooting and hollering in a child size fucking a child size side by side. Okay, because that's just crazy. You don't let people see that. Well, I don't care. I'll let you see me pick my nose. If I have something to pick, I'm going to pick it. So, card number 26, sacred journey. This is a sacred journey. And first, at the start of this, you had to allow yourself to get tangled up in your own essence. Ooh, entanglement. Hold on. I'm told there's a message I missed. So this might not even be you. This might be you drinking from the essence of someone else where they cannot be honest. They have to hide because, some people wear their heart on their sleeve and this person has hidden it away. Um, the idea of you being able to just fly away from them without them having any kind of say has just emptied out their heart. It's hollowed their chest. Wow. Mhm. I'll spray some detangler on that shit. I'm just saying. So, excuse me. Card number 23, defend to the end the worthwhile. Mhm. So, for some of you, this is a soul connection with another individual, and they are feeling as though there's a part of them. It's like they're fighting with themselves about you. They're fighting with themselves about you, about what to do with you, about whether to walk away, to stay, to reach out, to stay quiet in their attempts to continue watching you. I keep getting this sick ass feeling. Mhm. There's someone with seriously malicious intent towards me in the audience. And you're pissed off because I just blocked you. Keep testing me, see what happens. Keep testing me. Defend to the end the worthwhile. Um, it's okay for you to stand up for yourself. It's okay for you to go ahead and make sure that your boundaries are respected. It's okay for you to verbalize, no, you cannot. I'm not giving permission. You need to leave me alone. It's okay for you to verbalize all of that. But for some, the meaning of this card has a lot to do with another person's connection with you. I'm not talking about the people who are fucking insane in their delusion that you belong to them. I'm talking about that real, it's a very real soul connection. It was established in a previous life, and I think it's what's rising up from this tangled mess. But then again, you have the interference from like someone who's really, really like a toxic, delusional person. Um, let's see. And I will say, they fucking with the wrong bull. Card number 14, Taurus, I have. There are three classes of people: those who see, those who see when they are shown, and those who do not see. Okay. You're about to grow something from which there will be beauty and abundance. Um, take your time with feet firmly planted on the ground. Be certain about things before choosing what comes next. Um, let's see. Hmm. Try not to be dismissive over subjects that you don't know much about. Let's see. Taurus is a sign that rules the fairy worlds. Oh. Pedro. So, just a little aside, people think that all fairies are just like Tinkerbell and all like, tinkly. um, fairies are whole beings. They are not simply beings made of light. Fairies are whole beings, and what that means is they possess as much darkness as they do light. Their dark and their light are comparable to each other. So, you don't want to make a fairy mad. You really, really don't. Because just like with me, people look at me and they think benign. They think, oh, she's just funny. She's just cute. She's just this and that. Am I? So when this card comes up in a reading, energy issues will have bearing on the matter, whether obvious or not so obvious. Oh, it's a fortunate time to ask for a loan, a raise in pay, or to buy into stocks. So, with that, money to me is currency. Currency is energy. And this to me is kind of telling me that there's going to be an issue. Um, I think it has to do with this bullshit. Don't let anyone feed off of you. Don't let anyone feed off of you. Hold up. What is my schedule today? What in the hot hell? I cannot see shit. Okay. Hold on. Hold the phone. To I think I'm gonna go live today and start binding motherfuckers. I swear to God. Right. No, like, yeah, how about that? How about that? How about I do expedite where I bind people who are fucking with you, where I find their energetic identity and I go ahead and start doing bindings. Because my bindings have nothing to do with herbs. They have nothing to do with like love and light and ribbons. My bindings are basically energetic barbed wire. If I bind you, no one's undoing that shit. Unless you're working with a big ass demon, and it would need to be a principality of hell. And that is a price you're gonna get fucked up in the end. You make those deals, you get fucked up in the end. How about that? Should I do that today? Should I do that? Yes, yes, let's see. Oh my god. Okay. Um let's see. The Taurus card turning up in a spread is always a positive sign as it is highly stable and supportive. It helps to stabilize matters. Ooh, I love this part. In general, Taurus is steady and reliable and hardly ever gets upset. One cannot rile a sensuous bull too easily, but if one does, the explosive results may be unforgettable. Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? I don't know. Keep testing me, see what the fuck happens. Fuck around and find out. Okay, card number 19, 1000 armed. Okay, what the fuck is this? 1000 armed Avalokitits. He also looks compassionately upon the earth. Quiet compassion is sometimes the best course. So there you go. There's no need for fighting all the time. I stand corrected. It's time to just focus on your journey. You don't always have to be fighting other people, but sometimes if people just won't stop, then yeah, that becomes a very real potential need. Okay, let's pull these cards. Let's see. So you have a soul connection with another person that is kind of trying to help grow you through presence, not necessarily through romance. And then there's another person. Yeah, Lisa, I'm in a spicy mood because someone is stalking me again. And this time I think it's like really legit psychological issues. I mean, when you start asking me like what would happen to your channel if you die, kind of becomes serious. Yeah. Y'all think I'm joking. I'm not joking. I'm not joking. When you start messaging me that kind of shit, like what would happen to your channel if you die? Not a damn thing would happen to my channel because I'm not dying. Unless you can take on fucking shit you can't see. Pretty sure nothing's gonna happen. All right. Let us see. Grove. Interesting. Interesting. They're going to test you. They're going to test you. They have been able to access a small fragment, a smidge of some sort of like power. Okay. Pisces, they're going to test you. They're going to test you and it ends up growing you instead. So there's a grove. This is a grove is typically like a grouping of similar or same type of trees and they grow together. Um let's define it. No, not grovel. Fuck that shit. Who's groveling? Okay, a small wood, orchard, or group of trees. Usually with no undergrowth. So this grove can be indicative of a group of people with no undergrowth. Like there's no like small things that are getting in the way of its growth, taking from it. A grove sometimes can refer to like fruit trees, like edible type of produce type things. I don't know, fruits, nuts, whatever it is. It can sometimes refer to that. So this is kind of a reminder you are part of a grove, okay? That means you are not alone. There are others in this life, in your life, not just existing here right now, same time as you. I feel like these are people that are also in your life already. They have your back, okay? They totally have your back. So card number 34, trapped. It's like the messages are not necessarily reaching you. Um, and this might be due to your own avoidance of specific topics. It might be due to a whole bunch of different factors. But you don't have to feel trapped. You are part of a grove of trees. These grove of trees is not trapped. So here we go. Card number 7, High Priestess of Spirit. You are being given, oh, do you see all those faces in the back? I see at least 4 faces. At least 4. One of them is a highly evolved lifetime. This is not new. This is not new. This is not new. This individual is not new. They've done this to you multiple times already, not in this life. This is another round of them. They're attempting to skew, attempting to, derail and woo, it's triggering your warrior coding. It's definitely triggering your warrior code, okay? There's going to be a difference in how you process this. Card number 36. If you normally process this through methods known by light, you might be using some shadow aspects of yourself to begin this. It's going to build your strength, but not without chaos. This chaos comes from a challenge that is done by a fledgling. That's what I'm saying. It's like they tapped into a small smidge of something and it gave I'm assuming they have a parasitic issue. I'm assuming it's a parasitic issue because um it's like this sense of they got a little tiny fleck of truth, their truth, and something parasitic was like, see, you're so powerful. See, take, see, this is yours. See, no, see your way the fuck out. Okay. Fledgling. Fledgling. As an individual, you have a decision to make. This decision is to harness either your light or your dark. Okay. You have to choose. And if you think that dark equates evil, good luck with this life. Good luck with your spiritual growth because you're not going to grow. Simple fact. And people can be upset if they want by me speaking truth. The concept of love and light is a fractionated teaching, it is a half truth. Because what is love and light if you don't ever experience anything outside of that? Nothing. You become light blind, you become numb to true love. And if you don't allow yourself to experience the totality of this life, I'm not talking about putting yourself in questionable circumstance. I'm talking about being real with yourself, about the truth of your light and your shadow. They exist together, dancing. That's like saying, okay, it's time to dance, but oh, you're a little too dark. Say that to someone, see what happens. Don't say that to someone. Card number 4, High Priestess of Water, Pisceans. You are the High Priestess of the sea. You can rise as deep as you sink. What that means is This circumstance, whatever this is, it can raise you up to great heights or it can push you down, down, down. Said down, down, baby, down, down the roller coaster. Exactly, Karen. You won't notice a spark on the sun. When you become light blind, you lose any sense of self. Stare out at a light. Stare at a light for a few minutes and see what happens. Don't damage your eyes, okay? Don't stare at the sun for too long when it's at its height because it will burn your retina. So, yeah, this is a very clear, very cut and dry message. There's someone you need to connect with. Again, there's someone you need to connect with for conversation, for personal growth, to give you an adjusted perspective on yourself and your journey. And then there's someone who needs a fucking correction. Okay. If you have been really resonating with the things that I'm saying in this reading, and there is someone that is doing this type of stuff to you, um, yeah, you really need to consider a more elevated approach. You need to consider a more elevated response. And I'm not talking about engaging toxic people like this who have clearly they have some sort of mental disturbance. Okay, this is not me just trying to be funny. I'm being very real with you right now. Whoever this is, for some of you, they have a legitimate clinical mental disturbance, and that makes them very dangerous. Okay. Um, yeah, I'm not even gonna try and talk all bad and bougie. I like, no. Okay, no. The next step for me, if you're gonna continue, is to go ahead and contact my field agent at the FBI and report you. Not joking. Not joking. You have to be very, very clear in the boundaries that you set, especially when the person has mental disturbance and a parasitic issue. You can't like, "Well, I don't wanna be mean." You're not being mean, you're being truthful, okay? You're not being mean, you're being truthful. It is not up to you to determine, to decide, to dictate how they will receive that truth. Truth is truth is truth. Speak that truth, draw that line, don't let anything through. Very simple. All right, so I gotta go. I will be live again later. Let's see if I will do those bindings. I don't know. Michael says no. Let's see if I go live later. All right, please video thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe, turn on that notification bell. Join me every single time I'm live. I will see you guys again very soon. Bye.